Yes, hello. Ready to start? Alright. Guess it's time to get into this. But we're just gonna get right back to Rain's room. Should I call it a day? Choosing to rest calls the date to change and the main story to advance. Yes. Right, we have 3 missions. Old Schoolhouse Mystery, Orbital Delivery, and a Noteworthy Loss. They're all pretty relatively simple. One from the principal, one from the engineering club. Oh hey, and I certainly wasn't expecting a request from the principal as one of my very first assignments. I hope I don't screw it up. Curious about that one from the engineering club too. Sounds interesting. Well, I've got all day, so let's just dive in, I guess. You can now view the quest tab in your notebook. The quest tab automatically records the progress of all quest extracurricular activities you undertake. It can be accessed by the touchpad button or by choosing a note in the camp menu followed by quests. Some quests must be completed in order to advance the main story. These quests have a required mark next to their name, and the story will progress only once they've been completed. Quests without this mark are not essential for advancement and will disappear from the list if not undertaken in a timely manner. Receive 2 bonding points. About bonding events. I'm just gonna skip through this, but bonding points allow you to spend time with fellow Class 7 members and other characters. And should I keep comments on screen? Like, do y'all like it or not? Chat. Well, there's beautiful today. Alright then, let's head out. Center Trista Shopping District, yes. Sage, Kynes Bookstore, there's Cafe Inn. Yeah, quick travel with Square. Alright. Now we can see where all of our class members are. And there are, if you notice, there are 3 people with a yellow question mark by them. Just Marcus, Elliot, and Laura. And those would be the bonding events. And I'm gonna go with Laura, of course, and vote on either Marcus or Elliot. That too. While I'm waiting for the chat to say that, I'm going to just shop. Yet again, chat does not answer. What I could do is, I can't remember the exact recipe, that note. Oh, I don't even have the recipe book unlocked quite yet. Oops. Guess I'll have to do that later then. Has anyone decided on either Elliot or Marcus yet? Can you even hear me fine? Or am I deaf? The red ones. I'll be back in a minute. Give me a second. Alright. Finally, I've gotten my answer. Here's the fishing tutorial, which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm horrible at fishing. The fish are really gonna be biting today. Hey there, haven't met you yet. You've got one of those red uniforms on, so I guess you're from class 7. That's right, my name's William Shores. You're a first year too? Yep, I'm Kenneth Lakeford, class 2. I'm part of the Imperial Fishing Club. It's really laid back if you'd like it. But yeah, pleasure's all mine. Likewise, he's pretty laid back himself, especially for a noble. I take it the Imperial Fishing Club's all about fishing. You catch on quick. Trista's supposed to be a great place for fishing. I hear there are a ton of different fish you can catch here. I'm just trying to figure out the right spot. Haha, seems like you're having fun at least. you've done a bit of fishing in your time, haven't you? Have you ever given it a shot? Well, sure, but how did you know that? Just a hunch. Well then, from one fisherman to another. Fishing book, beginner rod. Sure, I can have these. I feel kind of bad just getting all this stuff for nothing. Don't sweat it. The Imperial Fishing Club's here to spread each way of fishing, so it's all good. You'll be starting off as a white angler, but don't think much about that. Just fish away to your heart's content. Hey, what? Just ignore that for now. It's not all that important. Oh yeah, once you've started landing some big catches, come back and talk to me. I'll trade you some cool prizes for your points. Prizes, points? What's going on? Now that all that's explained, it's time for me to head off. I've got some fish to catch. I'll be fishing at the pond on campus if you want to join me. I'm still confused about some of the stuff you said, but oh well. Still, now that I have a ride, it wouldn't hurt to start fishing again. Let's see, the label says it's made by the Lake Lord Company. Wait a minute, isn't Lake Lord the last name? His family must be pretty famous then, and I'm assuming he's experts on fishing. Yes. And I was looking over there, right? It seems like it would be a decent fishing spot. The pond you mentioned is available too, so maybe I'll have to give that a shot. Yep. Now fishing is unlocked. But I'm gonna be honest, I hate fishing in this game because it's literally death to my fingers. But you can probably hear me about to button mash the controller to death. Yeah, that's pretty loud.
Not bad.
Alright. Fish once more, and then I'll leave.
Not bad.
Another short. Like, there's not. I didn't mean to fish there again. Oh well, I'll just go ahead and do it again. Kind of bad luck though, not getting any other fish, just one of them. So, pretty bad luck.
Caught one.
Oh well. Alright, let's start going and talking to some people. One is Lotte here. The upper class dorm houses is not only upper personal service as well. The servants are all very capable. Sarifa has always been amazing, and one of the new arrivals, Celestin, is especially talented. But I could learn something from practical stuff right here. Alright, but that should add to our, yeah, etc. Lotte. I'm gonna try and fill this out as much as I can, but it's impossible to do it in one go because of the bonding events, since you're not able to hang out with every single person. So it's impossible to do it in one playthrough. I was surprised to find that in spite of its quaint size, this town has all the shops, one could possibly want. The cafe was rather pleasant atmosphere too. It seems like the perfect environment for studying. Yeah, it certainly feels like a town built around the academy. I have to hand it to you, though. You're really dedicated to your studies. Haha, that's just doing what's expected of a student. I should try to make a habit of preparing for classes in advance and then reviewing new material afterward. Seems like a smart idea. Maybe this would be a good chance to get to know him a little better. Spend time with Marcus? Yes. Mind if I joined you? Not at all. I was just thinking of taking a break myself. Go ahead and order something. Rain ordered a drink and proceeded to join Marcus on his break. You can tell this cafe uses some high quality beans for its coffee. There's a rich flavor behind the initial bitterness, and the fragrance is utterly fantastic. I take it you're pretty knowledgeable when it comes to coffee then. Haha, mainly due to my dad. He's been drinking it as long as I can remember. Thanks to him, I started drinking it while I was studying, which gradually gave me a taste for it. Ah, that explains it. This actually makes me curious about the kind of person Governor Regnitz is. Speaking of which, is that tea I see you drinking? Is? I'm way more used to tea than I am coffee. The tea here is nice and relaxing too. I'm not sure if I'll ever understand the appeal. It doesn't help that I always associate it with nobles. In fact, I saw one particularly irritating noble arrogantly sipping away at a cup the other day. That couldn't be anyone other than Eustace. And how do you sip arrogantly? Sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I didn't mean to sound like I was judging you or anything. I mean, you're not even a noble. Haha, don't worry about it. Why don't you give it a try though? You might actually end up liking it. I guess I could. You should try some of my coffee too then. They each poured some of their drink into the other's cup from their respective pots. You're right, this isn't so bad. Haha, glad to hear it. I might actually consider having some coffee next time I'm really studying. Haha, keeps you sharp between the ears. Why don't two of us study here sometime then? Sounds like a plan. And thus the two finished their drinks and chatted together for a little while longer. Alright. Bond with Marcus. Strengthened. Now, I got that. Link levels are somewhat important, so, but it's really not important from where I'm early game. But, yep, and then now we're going to go and visit Laura, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, she's down there. And yes, we get to see Laura in a swimsuit. Hey, Rain, have you come here for a swim too? Not quite. I'm surprised the swimming club active at this time of year though. Well, it's true that winter swimming isn't for everyone. Water is rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. Haha, how did you know I'd say something like that? Should I stick around for a bit longer, spend time with Laura? Yes. Would it be fine if I just hung out and watched the club for a while? You'll get no objections from me. In fact, you came along at the perfect time. I was just about to test my short distance swim speeds. Do you think you could record my times? Sure, I can do that. Alright. Go. That took you 22.34 seconds. Whew, just a so-so time. So, you tore across the pool. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were a part fish. Haha, let's not go overboard. If I'm a fish, my father is a dolphin. In fact, he could probably outswim. Maybe, but he's the Radiant Blade Master. His swimming prowess doesn't yours any less amazing. No kidding, I could hardly take my eyes off of her while she was in the water. Is there a reason you're staring at me? Oh, no. Don't mind me, haha. Take it, swimming is a specialty of yours then. Perhaps more habit than specialty. The Graham is located alongside a lake, and I'm used to swim there in the water to train. It seems doing so has slightly improved my swimming in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you'd join a more combat-oriented club. About the sword, we can only learn by stepping outside of the shadow. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. The way it influences so much of your life seems very neat for that. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Did I say anything? Let's see. Carlos, thank you for timing me. It seems I'll have to train even harder from here on out. Laura strengthened. Alright. Now it is time to move on to these side quests. So we can Okay, so I need to go here and get to the bookstore. And yeah, I am using a guide on my phone because I'm gonna try and get most of these stuff that's hidden. Some of it I remember the location, some of it I don't. And that was just to get another book, because you can get one of the best weapons in the game for finding every single book. Alright, and then we need to buy one book. Well, actually, buy all the books. Well, I had to buy them later anyhow, so. So, quests, noteworthy loss. We'll go ahead and do this optional one first. So, we need to just go find her at the Student Union building. So just teleport there. And here she is. Pardon me, you're Flip from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request to the Student Council. Yeah, I did, but you're that guy from Class 7. Did you join the Student Council while I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just decided to help them out with some of their work. The Student Council President told me to handle your request. Ah, so that's how it is. Well, we're both first years, but you seem much more grown up than me. The people in Class 7 must be amazing. Ah, it's no big deal. So, you wrote that you need help looking for your student notebook? Yeah, I've been looking everywhere I could think of since this morning, but there's no sign of it. So does that mean you're going to start looking right away? They said that if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. See, so that's how Toa has this all arranged. Well, accept your request. Yeah, sure, you can count on me. Really? Thank you so much. Before we get too excited, I think I'll need a bit more information. Yeah. I'm just gonna start going through this. Most of it. I'm probably gonna end up doing this for most of these quests because I don't feel like reading. If you want to read all the dialogue though yourself, you can just should be it. Check inside. Yep. Be cool. Okay. So just take that back to her in the student union building. Found it? Yeah, found it. Okay. And then she gives us a reward. She's so happy. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll do all the quests, but the ones that aren't major, like the ones that aren't required, I'm going to skip all the dialogue for. Alright. Next one's required though, which is engineering building. I'm talking to George here. Hey there, good to see you. You're the person who was with President. I'm George Gnome, second year, class 3. I'm also the head of the engineering club. You're Ring Schwarzer from class 7, right? Nice to meet you. Likewise. Toa told me that you'll be helping out the student council. You'll probably get a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck with everything. Thank you very much, but I'm curious. This is the engineering building, isn't it? With all the machines and equipment around here, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of it as the academy's very own ordnance factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining ordnance here for a long time. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all of the stuff you wanted me to deliver for this request too. That's right, I'll handle that stuff here at the engineering club too. I usually deliver them myself, but I'm a little too busy this month. Can you do it for me? Of course, so what I need to know. Okay, so here's the rundown. As you know, I need you to deliver these 3 Orbital products for me. First up is the Orbital scale, which I need to deliver to the cooking club. The club meets in the home economics room on the 2nd floor. The main building, give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas from Cooking Club, home economics room. Okay, got it. Next here, both in town. Alright. Yeah, I take back the part about me reading everything, because, yeah, this game's too text heavy for me to read all of it. Nothing really to get here for now, but if I did anything, it'd be get some of those mission pluses that it Serum powders are pretty useful. Alright, and now let's go to the radio station. And to the last. Here, should be this one here. Yep. And then we'll talk to Nicholas. But yeah, you can just cook food. I'm gonna wait for Elliot on this one, because Elliot is the best to do it, and you can just grind money off of doing moves. So by creating it, you can just set what you create, and the materials cost less. So it's pretty easy to get farm off of it. Get some good money gains. Because of the DLC that you can go ahead and open the slots on kind of expensive, but it's worth it. Just barely enough. Then I'd say maybe you have enough, to open some of these other ones too. Got some cords here. Nothing I would really that was a little weird. It feels good though. I feel, now that I think about it, George might have made that silly. More about Trista and the Academy now that I know. And we see Levi. And who's that? If she's hanging around, she must be a big thing that's her place in here before anyone can be. No, it doesn't matter now, I've got another quest to finish. Alright? So, we head on to the main mission. And we're going to see Principal Van Dyke. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Ranger Forger, Class 7. Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. He looks even bigger up close than he did at the entrance ceremony. He must be, what, 2 arc tall? So it tells me you've accepted our request. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your free day to assist me in this. I'm already yawning. It's no problem at all, sir. So, you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the schoolhouse? Precisely, and I couldn't have found a better man for the job, considering your class was down there so recently. Incidentally, it was Sarah who insisted on making use of that trapdoor, not me. I probably should have tried to stop her, however, please do accept my apologies. Or please do accept my apologies. Oh, no, not at all, sir. You have no reason to apologize. I kind of figured it was. She was behind it anyway. I mean, it stands to reason. Getting back at the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding the schoolhouse. That gargoyle you fought is just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get this distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It was almost as if, indeed, almost as if it weren't a monster at all, but a demon. Perhaps the word fiend might fit it. In our experience, if left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form eventually. Really? Yes, and as a result, this area has been long used by students in test history. But in the past year, many strange alterations have become occurring there. I received reports ranging from doors appearing out of nowhere to strange and eerie voices from the darkness. I see. So you'd like me to investigate whether there's any truth to these reports then? If possible, yes. Specifically, I would like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified given your prior experience down there. I suppose it's true. I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though if that gargoyle has regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, I would have no objection at all to understood. I'll do just that. Splendid. I believe you'll be needing this then. Receive the old schoolhouse key. It's the key to the front of the door of the old schoolhouse. Best of luck to you and please be safe. Thank you, sir. Alright. Let's go to the old schoolhouse. Yep, so dungeon time. And another hard boss comes with the territory. The front doors are locked. Once I start exploring this old schoolhouse, I might get the feeling I won't have any time left to do anything else today. So before I go in, I should check and make sure I've taken care of everything else on my to-do list. After you finish exploring the old schoolhouse, the time of day will advance. As a result, all daytime bonding events and quests will expire. Use the old school. That's key. There we go. I wonder if anyone else might be interested in exploring this place with me. I should try calling them. Use your Arcus to call the other members of Class 7 for assistance in investigating the schoolhouse. However, some characters will only be available to help after the story has progressed a bit further. So, only Elliot and Gaius. Can't believe we're coming back in here again. I really don't think this is a good idea. Well, that's because it probably isn't. And neither of us would blame you blame you one bit if you turn back. It's not too late. No thanks. I'll come with you. We've got that practical exam next week. After all, I need to familiarize myself with this horrible staff as much as possible for them. Besides, if I turn back, I'd just wind up worrying myself sick about the two of you. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. There are only 3 of us, though, so we'll each need to watch the others' backs and proceed with caution. The underground area should be just through the main door, correct? Yeah, that should take us right to the room where we fought the stone gargoyle. Best to go that way rather than falling through the trapdoor again. No arguments here. I really do hope that thing hasn't regenerated yet. I wish it wouldn't either. But thankfully, it doesn't. It's just completely changed from last time. Whoa. Well, at least the monster isn't here anymore from the looks of it. And it doesn't look like we've got any more creepy statues ready to come to life either. Wait, did it always look like this in here? No. This room's definitely smaller than it was the last time we were here. How? I'd say it's about half the size, maybe even less. And there are things present that weren't here previously. Like that door? I don't remember there being a door here last time. I don't remember there being one either, but at this point I'm not sure what to believe anymore. Strange though it may be. Go ahead and rest. Get the health and EP and all of it. I'm gonna equip some quartz on Green here. Give him an attack, firebolt, analyze, evade, and a tier. That should be all that's really needed for him, and yeah, okay. That should do it for now. Unbelievable. I think the stream just failed.